Hey, this is Luke Charlton, and welcome to the Jumpstart Marketing Show. Jim, say hi.
Hey
Which side are
guys,
you on?
welcome aboard.
This episode, what we're going to be speaking about is, what's your unique angle to your content, to your offer, to your presentation. And the reason why we're talking about your unique angle is because if you're struggling to stand, I mean, Jim, there's a ton of coaches online. There's a ton of coaches offline. There's a ton of coaches everywhere, right? And we want to be able to stand out from those and from those other coaches, and we want to be able to hook our audience into so they take notice of us, right? So they read our blog posts, so they read our emails, so they come to our webinar presentations or our offline speaking engagements, so they invest in our offers, right? In our coaching programs. That's the big reason why, where we can actually help our clients is when they invest in our programs. So a big part, a big part of this, well, the main focus of this short episode is to really speak about the importance of having a unique angle to allow that to happen, right? So the reason why we're doing this topic is because I've noticed with some of the coaches that have struggled the most, Jim, are those that they're not really they put out kind of bland content in a way. There's no real unique twist on the email that they write or the blog post that they're creating or the presentation that they're creating, and it doesn't give their prospects a reason to to jump on the webinar or read the blog post. So you and I were having a quick discussion before this podcast here about there's nothing new under the sun, right? So if there's nothing new under the sun, that means that it's more than likely your prospect has seen it before. So when you are creating your blog post, your offer, your presentation, your programs, whatever it is, you really have to come up with something unique and different about what it is that you're delivering, because again it's going to be same, right? So what we have here is an example, a great example of has actually kind of prompted me to create this episode. John Lee Dumas, who runs Entrepreneur on Fire, and we've had him as a feature interview on I Love Coaching magazine. He's created this Kickstarter campaign called the Freedom Journal. Accomplish your number one goal in 100 days. So accomplish your number one goal in 100 days. Now, it's just basically a journal that you can buy for $39, and you'll send it out, and it just keeps you accountable for 100 days to accomplish your number one goal. Basically, it's just a goal setting book. Basically, right? So he's got he's got 3,966 backers that have pledged $241,000. So that's $250,000 he's made. Yes, he has a big list, but the point here is that people aren't gonna buy. People aren't going to buy crap, right? For $39, they want to know that it's going to be a good offer. So his unique angle and unique twist on a simple goal setting book is not accomplish your 10 best goals, not accomplish your relationship goal, your business goal, your health and wellness goal. It's get rid of the overwhelm. What's your number one goal that you want to achieve over the next 100 days? And that's his unique twist and unique angle on basically what is goal setting. So before we go through how this can apply to your coaching business, I want to get your thoughts, Jim, on having a unique angle, a unique twist to your content, to your offers, et cetera, et cetera.
Well, I mean, it's been always it's about branding, it's about copywriting, having a unique angle, having a unique selling advantage. Everybody else, Jay Abraham's always called it a unique selling proposition, unique selling advantage. But having that uniqueness allows the average individual to be able to stand out in that crowd, because like you said, there's nothing new under the sun. Don't try to reinvent the wheel. But a lot of coaches, sort of diving into this right now, a lot of coaches have a tendency to put something out because they feel they need to put something out. They have to have some sort of content. They've been blasted with, you got to have good content, you got to have quality content, but then they put just generic content out because it gets them doing something.
Yep.
Well, doing something is absolutely better than doing nothing.
Yep.
So I don't have a problem with that. But as you had mentioned though, having that twist on it that makes you stand out a little bit different. Now, the example you brought up was focusing on the one goal. I know there's a lot of 100-day programs or 30 days and 90 days, and I mean you look at every infomercial on TV, it's the 21-day fix or whatever it's going to be. Well, how do you put that unique angle on it? Well, it's in this case the goal setting. He timed it, of course, with January. So the goal setting avenue, it works really well. But it's focus on the one goal. What is the one goal? What is your main focus? That allows people to become, as it says, focused. Well, that leads us back to a lot of our coaching and how we always help with our clients. We're always talking about, it's not just getting, as an example, a niche, but maybe what one of my clients have called a micro specialization.
Yep.
Like what's the really tight niche? Like it's not just fitness, but strength training. Not just strength training, but strength training for martial artists. Very specific, like a very, narrow niche. Like the person who's doing a strength training course in general versus a strength training course for martial artists. Well, obviously the martial artist in that network is going to be more focused on that, and they're going to purchase the one for martial artists, feeling that it's better than just the general strength training.
Yeah, so I guess you're right, and often the unique angle can just be the fact that it's a micro, like a niche, right? A micro specialized niche. I like that idea. Yeah, very good.
Yeah, because a lot of people aren't really ready to find, what's their brand, what makes them so different. I know with beginner coaches, we talk to a lot of beginner intermediate coaches, ones who aren't there at the 5-figure or 6-figure a month yet, and that's typically our audience.
Yep.
And even our audience. I mean, you look Jumpstart Coaching Academy, the whole idea behind Jumpstart was not because of my nickname 10 years ago, but because we want to help those beginners or intermediate coaches get a jumpstart, and usually we figured out the secrets of the jumpstart. It's not the marketing, it's not the sales, it's the offer. You got to know what you're offering, you got to know how to offer it, and that's how we've put it all together. You've done a great job of putting all those modules together to help teach from beginning to end, which covers everything. But it gives the coach a quick start, and as you just said, it's a great focus. It sort of destroys the funnel.
Well, that's right, and like when we say also unique angle as well, like you just mentioned the offer and the unique focus, and our unique angle for our most recent webinar, which if you're watching this blog, you can probably there's a link to it. How to consistently earn 5 figures every month. We've all heard that before, but with transformational coaching webinars. Now, if you go through that webinar, which you'll see a link at the bottom of this page. If you're watching this on ilovecoachingmagazine.com, that's the unique angle that we have for that webinar, that you can consistently earn 5 figures a month with transformational coaching webinars so that you can leverage your coaching skills to make more sales. So that's how, we came up with that angle, right? That's our unique hook, the unique angle for our webinar. So we could have had, how to consistently earn 5 figures a month with webinars. And it's kind of like, it's pretty boring, right? They've heard it before. It's sameness. And the show up, right? That's not a great offer, right? So if we're wanting to get people to read our blogs, to read our emails, to jump in our programs, watch our presentations, we really need to be thinking about, again, what's that unique angle? And, you said at the beginning of this video training that, yes, we would prefer you to take action and put out content rather than being in this perfectionist mindset thinking you have to have the perfect unique angle. You're only going to find out what your target market wants by putting out content, and they'll give you feedback. They'll literally, write in your blog comments, or they'll reply to your emails, or they will buy your presentation, or they won't buy from your presentation. That's feedback as well. So you're only going to know these unique angles by actually putting out content, if that makes sense. So we're definitely big over action over procrastination.
Yeah, but as you have said, as we have said, sometimes it takes surveying the list. Sometimes ask the questions, interview the people who are already succeeding, interview your ideal clients. All of those allow you to have that unique hook, as you put it. Unique. What's that one thing? What's that one thing that everybody wants? That if they could get that one thing, we could focus on it.
Yep.
And in our case, we have, it's transformational coaching webinars too.
Yep.
We even narrowed it down to, look, this really works for coaches, and the way you describe it in the webinar, it's all geared around coaches. It's not geared for, the healers, as an example.
Yeah. So. I love it. Cool. Well, I think that will wrap that up for today's episode. Any other last words, Jim, before we hit the last nail in the coffin?
I think we got a hot one coming up tomorrow, though.
Okay, yeah.
Dealing with one of those 4-letter words that no one likes.
Well, we were going to do it today, but you said you needed to calm down, so we'll come back to that one tomorrow.
I was getting big and green over here like a Hulk.
Well, thanks for tuning in. If you love this and this resonated with you, either leave a comment down below and share it with another coach. We'd love you to just, comment on this video and share it with another coach. We'd love that. So again, we'll see you on the next episode. See you, Jim. Cheers.
All right, see you soon.